Hey everybody, I'm in the other shop today. I'm starting a new series on the channel called MotorFiles Side Quests that are just going to be some random repair, restoration work on some other vehicles that necessarily aren't part of the main channel or helping out friends, etc. Today we're going to work on a 2003 Subaru Legacy Wagon. Down here at the exhaust joint to the muffler, it might be hard to see from this angle. We've got a leaking exhaust joint. So what I'm gonna do is I got some Weld Tiger Patch kit that we're gonna wrap around that exhaust joint, hopefully keep the exhaust gases out and keep the noise down. To reinforce that, I'm going to use some exhaust wrap, which is probably my least favorite substance on earth. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. We're taking this car on a road trip coming up, so to keep that exhaust noise down, keep the gases out, is definitely gonna be a plus and make it a little bit easier and more comfortable on the trip. I will be vlogging that trip as well, so you know, stay tuned for that. That's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna let the exhaust cool down, and then we're gonna jack up the car, and I'll take you under there and really show you what's going on. So stay tuned, this is gonna be a fun one, and I can't wait to show you the first side quest, the first of many side quests. Here we are on the underside of the car. As you can see, there's some discoloration right here. That's from the exhaust joint leaking. That's where our main issue is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean up the exhaust joint, try to get some of the surface rust off. Then I'm gonna bring the tape over with one piece, wrap it around as best as I can to cover these areas up top and down below that are causing the leak. Then we're going to take the rest of the tiger tape, wrap it again, and then we'll get some exhaust wrap and cover all this up to hopefully help keep the tape from getting messed up from debris and whatnot and dirt and all that. And then that should hopefully take care of our issue. So next up, I'm going to clean this off. So get that going, and then we'll touch base once I get the wrap installed. We got the tiger tape on here. It sticks really well to itself, so if you're doing this at home, take your time with it. Try to get as tight of a seal as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the entire section here with the exhaust wrap before I go and idle it. I think that'll give it some good insulation, kind of keep everything tight, because I'm worried about this I'm just not working the way it's set up right now. So I'm going to kind of break the rules a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, if you think something's going to work better, go ahead and do it. So next up, I'll take you up top here and I'll show you how I'm going to prep the exhaust wrap. And then we'll get this exhaust wrapped, tied up, and get this heat tape warmed up and adhered to the exhaust pipe. We're back up top here, got the tiger patch all situated. Had to make some adjustments off camera, but we're good to go on that, so it should work great. Hopefully, we'll find out. This is fiberglass exhaust wrap. It's pretty common, used especially on headers and whatnot. So I have a little bit left of this bronze. I've got about another roll of the black. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some gloves on because it will splinter you real good if you don't. Trim the ends of the exhaust strap. I'm going to use some zip ties right here. Secure one end, wrap it really good back and forth. Make sure it's overlapping over the patch area. Secure the other end with zip ties. Then I'm going to take some baling wire, each end real tight, and so that way it holds. And then we should be good from there. We did it. I'm going to take you underneath the car just to show you what it looks like. So, there we go. We've got, might be hard to tell, but we've got exhaust wrap, we've got our JB Weld wrap underneath it, and then we've got it held on with baling wire. Hopefully that'll give us the results we're looking for as far as keeping the exhaust noise and fumes down. I definitely think it'll be better than it was, that's for sure. And the baling wire should hold up. If not, I'll go back and get some hose clamps and hose clamp that as well. But I've got it nice and tight. I've got it you know, wound up where it needs to go. So as you can see, I already put the wheel on. So I'm going to lower it down, tighten the lug nuts, and then we'll fire it up and drive it out and let it idle for a little bit, and hopefully it's a lot quieter. Got it all tightened down, ready to go. I'm going to hop in. Let's see if the exhaust is quieter. Moment of truth. Success. Take you with me. Before it was super loud, it sounded like an STI. Now it's nice and quiet. I can barely hear it. Ticks a little bit, but that's normal. It's Subaru stuff. So we're gonna let that do its thing, let that heat up. Seems like it's only coming out the back. You can't even hear it, so super exciting. That was probably a little bit of a boring one, but we got some work done on something that needed to be taken care of for a long time. Stay tuned for more side quests and main videos. Episode 5 is coming out very soon. I'm just finishing up a few things. Thank you so much for watching. Go find you an old car, an old bike. Build it, don't buy it. I will see you soon on episode 5 and more side quests coming as well. Thank you again, and I will see you next time.